in the world in which we are living, where nations they do pursue their national interest rather than looking at the repressions which is going on within the state. Because the image of Modi is that he has developed Indian economy. All these things have been done by the Modi Sahib, and therefore he is liked by the Indian people.
The economy of India has to be compared with China. So see the difference then. They have the similar population, almost similar population.
German people, they took Hitler as a savior of Germany. And I mean, this was the perception of Hitler about himself as well, because he thought that he's the only leader of Germany who can save Germany and can develop Germany and make it a power of the world. So now people of India is taking Modi as a savior of India. How do you see the similarity between Hitler and Modi Sahib?
वो घुस के मारेंगे, क्या मारा? The same thing is now happening in India. They put some trees out of they destroy some trees. You see that if you read that Vox.com article, is an American writer. He is so worried that India is now going within the countries like Western countries and trying to kill the citizens of those countries. Majority of the press is they are owned by big business houses, which I have got necessary connections with Modi.
Social media is also supporting Modi. Who is copying whom? India is copying us, or we are copying India? Good evening, I am Dr. Munawar Hussain. What is the image of Prime Minister Modi in America and in the eyes of Kashmiri leadership? To know about this fact, I have invited Dr. Mubin Shah, a known Kashmiri leader who is living in Turkey and at the same time is a very good businessman. Let me ask some critical questions from him. Thank you very much, Dr. Mubin Shah, for your time, sir. Sir, you have given your own point of view on Twitter, and you have portrayed the image of Modi as a god. And you believe that Modi is intently trying to portray himself as a god as Hitler did in the past. Why do you think so, sir?
Sir, the thing is basically because, I read this article which has come actually in the Wire newspaper. It's an Indian newspaper that where the comparison has been done by the author between Hitler and Modi, and at the same time, so he has said that that the image of just like Hitler had created his image, which one of the historians has found out in the case of Hitler that the first article which he wrote was ghostwritten by himself, which became very famous, on which he then developed the basis of that Hitlerism or whatever it is. And the same thing is what is there, that in the case of Modi, he has taken this a Hindu holy symbol, the swastika. He has because in the Hindu holy symbol, the swastika is also sort of similar to the Hitler swastika as such. So and he is trying, because you see majority of the people in India are uneducated, are not educated. They do not know, they don't have any worldly view. They are like who a populist leader can take them anywhere he wants them to take, and because of that brand of nationalism, it is in India. It is like that. For example, if a cricketer becomes a demigod, and he is also sort of being a popular person, they make him into a god. So see, that shows that, because basically the education level and all, and this is what India at this point out, and he's himself projecting it, and he has even told that. You see in the article, if you put the link of that article in your blog, people will understand what I am talking about. That he is projecting himself that whatever he is doing, it is instance of God. God is, it is a God given gift, it is a God given this thing. He does it because there is some, वो जैसे हम मुसलमानों में भी होता है ना कि हमको कोई जो ऐसा होता है वो बोलता है वही मेरे को आ, that, I'm talking in Urdu because people may understand that like that, but there is something from Almighty that he has got that vision. So he is exploiting that, and that is why he has full control on the people of India. Or else, we know, as we have lived in India. I've lived in India. I have seen people. I have seen even people in south of India in the 1970s and 19s. It is still like that. It's not that there is not much difference in those type of people. I remember once I went to buy some machinery in south of India, and I had to go from Madras, then Madras, to Kanyakumari. And me and my elder brother were in the train, and you will not believe that I'm talking to you. This is 1980, 1982, 80, and we took some bananas. We took some bananas in the train, and then when we threw the banana cover peels outside, at least 30-40 people jumped on it
Oh my
to
God.
take that banana peel.
Are you
Such
serious?
was the poverty.
Really, sir?
Yeah, I am serious. Really, and believe me, we had to stay for 2 days. We left the same day back. We thought that here, people are like this. What is going to happen? Interiors of India, this is poverty. This is a glitter of Bombay, glitter of Calcutta to a certain extent. Calcutta also, a lot of areas are, very, very bad. I have visited both the countries, like let us say India and Pakistan. You don't see so much of poverty in Pakistan visibly. In India, it is very, very much there. And they are showing that. You see, unfortunately, Pakistanis themselves have not seen whole of India. They have not seen the interiors of India. I have gone to the interiors of India. I have seen the poverty there. I am telling you, this is a fact. I have seen it myself. A peel of bananas, 10 to what, 30, 40 people jumped on them. And we were so scared that, me and my brother, we left overnight back from that place. So, the question is, it is not that I am not saying that, yes, there has been development in India, but it has no, you see, the population is so huge, it has not trickled down. It is still, in the up segment only, higher segment only. And that is only in the cities. So if you exclude the population of the cities, in the cities also there is lot of poverty. There is no doubt about that. Even in a place like Mumbai, they have one place which is considered to be which was also in a Hollywood film, which is considered to be the worst area for poverty. And it is not that, I'm saying, what I'm trying to tell you is that the people of India can be swayed by such a man, and he's utilizing that, and this has been particularly exposed. I actually, is a series of tweets I have done. Basic article I saw was from Vox.com, wherein the heading is everyone is absolutely terrified inside a US allies secret war on its and therein I have pointed out 22 points which have been clearly written that how India is doing now transnational repression. It has explained the article. And if the people in not only I'm talking about India, the whole world need to know this, that this is what Modi has made India into. It is a, it is a, it is a, it is a
In the world in which we are living, where nations, they do pursue their national interest rather than looking at the repressions which is going on within the state, usually nations they do not take care of it, and we know in the case of Israel it is very much clear. And secondly, in democracy we say that if the people they like a leader, they have right to like it, because the image of Modi is that he has developed Indian economy, he has developed infrastructure of India, he made it better, he boosted Indian IT sector. Do you not think, I mean, all these things have been done by the Modi Sahib, and therefore he is liked by the Indian people?
No, I differ here in the sense that, India was developing at a pace much faster than any other country in the region. It was not only Modi, it was before Modi also. During Congress regime also, the rate of increase in every year was much more, because the direction of the Indian economy was changed in 1990s. And it was not him. It was actually first Rajiv Gandhi, because if we go back and then think about it, what happened and what was the difference between, let us say, I am giving, because I hear these days also, because I hear normally about Pakistan also, and then I compare myself, and there are comparisons even today, that what was the difference between the two countries. That in your country, in Pakistan, when in the 1970s, Bhutto, when he came into power, he nationalized all the industries. He copied from where? He copied from Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi did it, he also did it. He thought that it will be better, and he was actually already also under the influence of China, communism and all that, socialism and all that. And Indira Gandhi also did. But we were car distributors in Kashmir. In 1970s, the sales went so much drastically down, where we used to sell those days 400, 500 cars a year. We sold three cars in a whole year. Such was the economy. Such was the economy so bad hit during that that phase of Indira Gandhi, when she put those socialist nationalized banks, nationalized insurance companies, and Bhutto also did the same. But what happened is that when Rajiv Gandhi came into power after the death of Indira Gandhi, he changed this. He said socialism, hell to socialism, hell to this thing. He went towards capitalism. He went towards changing of the economy, changing of this. Then that was continued by the subsequent persons, particularly by Manmohan Singh, when he became finance minister of Narasimha Rao government. Because he was a world mag person, he was made finance minister. He was given all powers. He completely changed the whole thing, and he converted the whole thing into a capitalism. And then after that, the trajectory of the Indian economy went up. You see, this is where Pakistan did not make the necessary change. You see, that you have to understand, India today is developed not because it has Mr. Modi has done it. That has been done in 1990s. 1980s, you say it has taken them 40 years to reach this spot, what they are today. You see, it has taken them 40 years. You people are still 40 years behind in that, because that sort of thing has not been done by Pakistan, and India did it, and slowly that thing came up. Yes, Modi strengthens it. There is no doubt about that. Modi strengthens it. At the same time, we have to understand that, you see, I am a businessman. What was one of the biggest problems in Kashmir for putting up factories? One of the biggest problems was that there is not skilled labor available. Okay, we today also we don't have skilled labor available in Kashmir. We have to import labor from other parts of India. Okay, so skilled labor for what industries which can be suitable in Kashmir, isn't it? So same thing India had, you see, Nehru did one thing very important. He put all the big institutions like universities, engineering colleges, medical, those are from that time. And those engineers then became IT engineers, then this thing. IITs were put by Nehru, not by Modi. IITs, which are world famous today, Indian, from which the maximum number of engineers have come out, they are from Nehru's time. And that building block was already there. So when the economy changed and it went towards IT, Modi did not. Modi, yes, Modi. He was not against private investment. That is because he is one of the main. A lot of people criticize him that he is towards these what do you call Reliance and other businessmen. He is towards them, but he was not against businessmen. And basically, BJP is a company, is a sorry, is a party, is a right. It is not a socialist party. It is just like you can say Republican Party of America. So he just strengthened that, and it is not because of him. This has to be taken out from the mind of everybody. It is a long drawn out process. 1990s, when the change happened in India, but they still, even in 1990s, the change happened. The building block was there. They had engineers, they had doctors, they had other skilled labor. You see, so that is why they are able to export engineers all over the world. So this is where the difference is. There, it is the people of India who have, yes, but it is not throughout the country. You see, the population is so huge that still the poverty level is much, much higher than in any other country in South Asia, for that matter. So that is yeah, you can see the glitter and you can see that it's a huge country. You have to compare India with China then. You see, you don't the economy of India has to be compared with China. So see the difference then. They have the similar population, almost similar population. They should be at the same level as China, if not America. So this is very important to be taken into consideration.
German people, they took Hitler as a savior of Germany. And I mean, this was the perception of Hitler about himself as well, because he thought that he is the only leader of Germany who can save Germany and can develop Germany and make it a power of the world. So now people of India is taking Modi as a savior of India. How do you see the similarity between Hitler and Modi sahab?
See, we have to understand, sir. Hitler, the biggest person who made Hitler famous was Goebbels. Goebbels he created a narrative that
and who is Goebbels in
Hitler
India
is this. Himself, Modi himself, for that matter. For example, he says he attacked Pakistan. Let us take it this way. You are from Pakistan. Okay. Tell me how truth it is that they घुस के मारेंगे. क्या मारा? They put those some trees out of they destroyed some trees, but he gave the public. You see, the point is
he's claiming हम करतारपुर ले लेंगे.
वो देखिए ना, बात ये है ना कि because he created that narrative, his people created the narrative, the people the narrative they have got so big IT people that they are making that famous all over the world. And देखिए अभी you see that if you read that Vox.com article, and you will see that even he is an American writer. He is so worried that India is now going within the countries like Western countries and trying to kill the citizens of those countries. So that what is the idea? You see, the question is narrative creation in this world, as in the time of Hitler. Goebbels created that aura, and he is getting away. He is getting away in India because the press is owned by some majority of the press is they are owned by big business houses, which have got necessary connections with Modi, and it is like that is why it is called Godi media. That means Godi means in Hindi that it is in the media is in the under his control. So there are only very few media people who are independent, sort of. Independent. That, like, see, for example, let us be very frank. Even at this time in your country, like Pakistan, The mainstream media, nobody listens, nobody thinks, nobody. If you want to get the actual news, they go and see certain blogs of certain people, so that they know the actual story. What is the story? Actual story. The same thing is now happening in India. The mainstream media is no longer. There used to be one, for example, NDTV, that has also been taken away. So everything is under control of
Do you not think that social media of
Modi.
India is supporting Modi too? Social media is also supporting
But
Modi. And
social media,
frankly
you
speaking,
see,
he has become he has created his own charisma, and BJP has given space to him to develop a charisma, and it is for the first time in the history of India. Do you not think so, sir?
sir, in the article, one of the representatives of the American Senate, representative is Parimila Jayapal. She is an Indian origin, American. She is one of the ladies who fought for my release. Okay, she is mentioned in the article. She is mentioned in the article, and you know what she writes? I am always thinking about the impact on my family. For example, if there was some attempt to not allow me back into India, a Senate member, a very important Senate member she is also fearing that, if she speaks more against Modi's policies, she may not be also allowed to go to India to see her ailing mother. So this is the situation. The thing is that this is why I put out those 20 points that gives us that there are certain online. You see, what you are saying is about this social media. On the social media, they are using trolls by which online abuse and even death threats are given to people who criticize Modi. And you see, now people who are now outside, for example, you see today, for example, we see this also in the case of Pakistan. For example, if a person is outside Pakistan, he says something, his family is problematic in Pakistan. India has done it already. You see, India is doing it already, and India is doing already, and is doing it in a very, very big way. Even the very good very American Indians, I'm telling you.
And then a question comes into my mind: who is copying whom? India is copying us, or we are copying India?
No, you see one thing. If you start back from history, Pakistan was every time copying India. Bhutto copied the nationalism of Indira Gandhi. All these things have been done. What are doing today, Pakistan is doing within their own country. India was already doing it, but they were not doing it. They were not doing it in a subtle way. Pakistan has done it because Pakistani people are more courageous as such, who are outside. Indians who are outside, they are not courageous. You see, there is in this report, there is that also that they have written categorically that even high ranking in universities, they are not able to discuss also because their family members back home are being repressed. So this is called transnational repression. Now the new word has come up into all this transnational repression, and this we were already feeling. Kashmiris were feeling because India was doing mainly to Kashmiris before this. They then started. They started with Kashmiri. They started with the Sikhs, and now Modi for his own, even in Hindus also. Whoever criticizes him, they are targeted by them. It is very clear, and I think you should give the link in this blog of that article also, and if possible, I will also put it up, that 20 points which are also on my Facebook. You see, this is something which nobody realizes as such. But when you go deep into it, this is what is India. This is what is India. This is what I am telling. We have been trying to tell, Kashmiris have been trying to tell everybody. Hey, Baba, this is what it is. And you see, that is why today I wrote even on Facebook, I said the previous Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Imran Khan, had already told in one of his speeches that he is a fascist. Modi is a fascist. But the present government in Pakistan doesn't say anything about it. So result is what? Who will speak against a person like this? Because we are the first sufferers. We are the first. Then they are the other people, other community people. First are we Kashmiris. So if Pakistan cannot speak about this today also, then what is the Pakistan has to do? And in the Committee of Nations, they have to bring it in limelight. They have to use their all resources to make this what you call, this is not me writing. This is not me writing. In this article, there are very, very prominent people of America who have given their quotes are in this article. Very, very, important people. For example, this member of the Senate, and also some of the professors have quoted. And if these needs to be put up to the people all over the. I as a person can do it, but but if a huge number of people from the Pakistan government or other governments who want justice for people and all these things, they need to point it out that this is what is happening in India. This is what this man is. And I fear if he comes at third time, India will go down the drain, and it will be not a democratic country at all. Even their political
Azam,
leaders are
my,
saying that.
my question is how Pakistan can raise these issues in front of the international community, because the major powers they are leaning towards India because they want to contain China, one because they want to attract Indian market. All friends of Pakistan, including China, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Iran, all they have a very good relationship with India. So now the wind is in favor of India, not in favor of Pakistan, because of our internal weaknesses, the economic condition and the political condition. How can we raise such issues in international media and international community?
You see, one thing is very, very important. That what is the truth is the truth, isn't it? Every time truth will prevail. This is my belief, and everyone's belief should be that truth should prevail. If Pakistan has to do, and then Pakistan has to have a narrative countering India at every point. That what they are doing. Yes, at this point of time in Pakistan, to a certain extent, even if I talk somewhere, they tell me, because I am a Kashmiri, they do not tell me so directly, but they even go to the extent, oh, your Pakistan is also doing this same thing. I don't care. If Pakistan does it, is their problem. They should correct themselves. That doesn't mean that you will put me in such a situation. You see, Pakistan, if they are not doing properly things in their country, they are putting us also into a problem. For our activism, for our telling our story to the world, we are also getting into a problem because of what Pakistan is doing to their own people. It is high time they correct their position and they correct their things themselves, so that, or else tomorrow we will be also telling them that what you people have done to this whole thing. Our whole, you see, today India is getting advantage of all this because they are doing it. They have been doing it. Pakistan is copying it. But at the same time, they have to make it is not, I am not dependent on as such. We as Kashmiris, we feel that we should have an independent thought about how to tackle India. In spite of what is happening in Pakistan. Kashmiris themselves have to fight this war of narratives. We are suffering. We are the first sufferers. That's what I wrote. That the world do not understand at this point of time. We have been the first sufferers, and this is going to happen, and is going to happen then into other countries also. Because if such a person becomes berserk, he will do anything and anywhere, for that matter.
Thank you very much, Shah Saab.
So
Please.
it's a lesson for Pakistan. It is a lesson for Pakistan also, to correct itself.
Okay. Thank you very much, Shah Saab. Viewers, you have
Thank
listened to
you,
the point of Dr. Mubin Shah. You may agree and you may disagree. but you can express your perspective in the comments. Thank you very much for your watching. Inshallah, next time we'll come up with a new topic. Allah Hafiz.